God says, my baby, this second is unlike any other. The fact has been hidden for too long. The whispers had been carried by the winds, however now, the voice of truth will roar like thunder. You've got been deceived. You have been caused trust a lie. You have got been strolling in the midst of shadows, believing they were light. But I, the Lord, am lifting the veil. I am exposing what has been finished inside the darkish. I am revealing the fact that has been hid. The character you relied on, the only who stood before you with type words and soft smiles, has fooled you. They concept they succeeded. They believed they'd won. But what they did not know is that my eyes have been watching, my ears were listening, and my fingers have already moved to convey justice. This person plotted against you in mystery. They laughed in the back of closed doors, believing their plan turned into best. They whispered in hidden locations, confident that their actions could never be observed. But, my toddler, they underestimated you. They underestimated the choose upon your existence. They underestimated the safety that surrounds you. They did not recognize that you aren't alone, which you are not walking for your very own power, that my angels have encamped round you. They did not remember that each step you are taking is ordered by way of me, that each breath you breathe is guarded by way of my divine presence. They concept they might trick you, but in fact, they have most effective sealed their very own destiny. The fact is rising just like the morning solar. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be silenced. It can't be hidden anymore. The lies they informed are unraveling. The deception they wove is coming aside. The mask they wore is slipping. They are able to now not fake. They could no longer disguise. They are able to no longer manage the tale to paintings of their favor. What has been accomplished is being uncovered, and every fake word they spoke is crumbling before them. They believed they were in control, but my toddler, I am the one who holds all matters in my arms. I'm the only who sees past the surface. I'm the only who is aware of the intentions of every coronary heart. And I have judged this case. I have visible enough. You have got been thinking. You have felt something become incorrect. You have sensed the shift in the environment. You have got noticed the small signs and symptoms, the unspoken phrases, the lingering glances, the uneasy emotions deep inside your spirit. That became me, my infant. That become my voice. That became my warning. That changed into my way of displaying you that no longer the whole lot is as it appears. And now, the confirmation has arrived. The reality can be simple. The publicity can be absolute. The very foundation in their deception is about to fall apart. Do now not be shaken by way of what is ready to come. Do now not be alarmed when the fact stands before you in plain readability. This isn't always a time to be afraid. This isn't a time to question yourself. This isn't always a time to doubt what I have already shown you. You have got been chosen to see the second. You've got been prepared for this revelation. You've got been given the knowledge to discern, the power to endure, and the readability to recognize. Do now not shrink back now. Do not forget about the symptoms. Do now not permit emotions to cloud your judgment. I am leading you through this. I am showing you what you want to see. And my child, after you see, you can't unsee. As soon as you realize, you cannot foe you do not recognize. They notion you have been weak. They believed you had been naive. They assumed you would never suspect them. However, what they didn't apprehend is which you stroll with me. You're protected by my presence. You are guided through my information. And now, each falsehood they created is collapsing. The people they lied to are starting to see the inconsistencies. Those they manipulated are waking up to the fact. The scenario they built on deception is crumbling under them. And they will have nowhere to run. They may have no manner to hide. Do no longer be amazed while they are attempting to twist the story. Do not be moved when they try to make you doubt yourself. The guilty will constantly try to rewrite records. The deceiver will usually attempt to manage the reality to suit their personal narrative. However, my child, you'll no longer be swayed. You may no longer be pulled into their net again. You will no longer fall for their empty words, their fake apologies, their feigned innocence. I'm giving you the discernment to peer through their video games. I'm supplying you with the wisdom to face firm. I am supplying you with the electricity to walk far away from what now not serves you. I am calling you to a better vicinity. I'm pulling you out of the midst of deception. I'm eliminating you from the presence of folks who do now not honestly have your pleasant interest at heart. This is a divine separation. This is a spiritual cleaning. This is a purging of everything and anybody that doesn't align with my plan for you. A few people can't pass where I am taking you. A few relationships must cease for your destiny to spread. Some connections have to be severed so you can stroll freely within the motive I've for you. The street ahead is blessed. The course earlier than you is full of my mild. However, first, the publicity must come. First, the hidden ought to be found out. First, the truth should be mentioned. Do now not fear what you're about to witness. Do now not preserve onto what I am telling you to release. Do no longer hang to something that I've already judged. This is your second of clarity. This is your moment of freedom. This is your second to step into the fullness of truth and permit go of the whole lot that has stored you certain. You're my infant. You're covered. You're included. You're surrounded by way of my presence. Nothing might be able to stop the plan I've for you. No falsehood could be able to stand against you. No deception will be able to linger on your presence. The lies are finishing. The games are over. The publicity is happening now. Live near me, my toddler. Do now not flip to the left or the right. Do no longer be moved by using emotion. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open to my voice. The hurricane of revelation has begun, however you may not be harmed by means of it. You will no longer be shaken with the aid of it. You may most effective stand in witness as the whole lot I have spoken unfolds earlier than your very eyes. The individual that thought they succeeded in fooling you did no longer understand that I've already given you the victory. They did no longer realize that the instant they thought they had won turned into the instant that they had already misplaced. The plans of deceit have failed. The schemes have been dismantled. The publicity is whole. And now, my child, you are loose. My loved toddler, listen to my voice, for I've called you to this moment so you may also obtain the truth that has been hidden from your eyes. From the start, I've watched over you. I've guided your steps. I have whispered knowledge into your coronary heart. I have shielded you from damage even while you did now not see my hand at paintings. You have walked through seasons of pleasure and seasons of sorrow, moments of clarity and moments of misunderstanding, times while you felt my presence so strongly and instances while you puzzled whether I was even close to. But I inform you at the moment that I've by no means left you. I have seen it all. I've known it all. And I have been preparing you for this very moment because there's something you should recognize. There may be one that has walked beside you, one whom you trusted, one that spoke phrases that regarded filled with kindness and know-how, one that regarded to be aligned along with your cause, however whose heart become no longer natural towards you. This individual succeeded in fooling you, hiding behind a masks of friendship, in the back of a veil of sincerity, at the back of carefully chosen words and gestures that seem to reflect loyalty. But now I am exposing what has been concealed, for you are not supposed to stroll in blindness. You aren't supposed to remain in the shadows of deception. You are my toddler, and I will no longer let you be misled any longer. I see the conversations that occurred when you had been not within the room. I have heard the whispers that were never meant to your ears. I have watched as this man or woman positioned themselves in ways that seemed beneficial to you, however their intentions were in no way what they seemed to be. There were moments when your spirit sensed something turned into a miss, moments when your heart felt uneasy, moments whilst something inside you warned you to be careful, but due to the affection you deliver, because of the agree with you clearly give, you driven those feelings apart, telling yourself which you have been overthinking, that you had been imagining matters, that truly this person supposed you no damage. However, I tell you these days, they did no longer walk in fact. They did now not talk in reality. And their coronary heart changed into not in alignment with what I placed within you. This isn't always revealed to you so that your heart can be filled with anger. It isn't always revealed so that you can also convey resentment. It is found out so you may see truly, so that you may also leap forward in knowledge, so you may recognize that not anybody who walks with you is supposed to live by your side. Some humans come into your life no longer to construct but to distract, no longer to uplift however to empty, now not to assist however to manipulate. You must determine the difference. You must walk with expertise. And also you need to understand that those a few human beings pretend nicely, the truth usually involves light. I have allowed this publicity not to interrupt you, but to unfasten you. You are not bound to the expectancies of folks who only are looking for to use you. You aren't obligated to hold near those who've shown that their hearts aren't pure toward you. I'm beginning your eyes due to the fact I need you to stroll in clarity. You can't manage to pay for to be surrounded via deception. You cannot find the money for to be tied to the ones whose motives are not aligned with the purpose I've located over your life. You're meant for greater. You're known as for greater. And as painful as it can be to realize that someone you trusted was not actual, it's far essential as a way to circulate ahead without the burden of pretense preserving you again. Appearance lower back and you'll see the symptoms that you disregarded. The times whilst their words did no longer healthy their movements. The moments while their encouragement felt empty, while their guide felt conditional, while their presence seemed to waver relying on whether or now not you were in a role to benefit them. You will recall the times while you felt drained after interacting with them, when you gave and gave but acquired little in return. You will do not forget the times once they spoke surprisingly of others however subtly diminished your really worth when they seemed thrilled at your struggles but hesitant at your victories. The reality was continually there, waiting to be visible. And now, my toddler, I dispose of each veil. You aren't the one who has been fooled. You are not the only who has been outwitted. Due to the fact even as they concept they have been manipulating you, whilst they believed they have been moving in secrecy, I've been looking. And I have been positioning you for something more. What they supposed for their personal advantage will not prosper, what they concept they may take from you'll not be theirs. What they tried to put off, I can accelerate. What they attempted to tarnish, I can make shine even brighter. Do not be disheartened with the aid of what you currently see. Do not allow sorrow to settle on your heart. For although this revelation may also carry sadness, it also brings liberation. You're free from connections that do not serve your purpose. You are launched from obligations that were in no way supposed to be yours. You're moving into a new season wherein best folks that definitely walk in alignment with my reality will remain by way of your aspect. Pray for them, for they too had been deceived with the aid of their personal goals. Pray for them, for they've allowed their hearts to be swayed by means of influences that don't lead to life. However, do no longer bind yourself to them. Do now not try and preserve directly to what I am telling you to launch. Do now not mourn over what I am putting off, for what I cast off, I replace with something a ways extra. Stand firm, my child. Keep your coronary heart natural, your mind sharp, and your spirit attuned to my voice. For I am making you into something new, something beautiful, something that no deceitful hand can contact. You will now not be hindered. You will not be delayed. You'll not be conquered by the schemes of folks who do not stroll in reality. For I'm with you, and I'm guiding you right into a season of clarity, of revelation, and of divine alignment. Live close to me. Are seeking for me in all matters. Believe that what I display is in your top. And stroll ahead with self-belief, knowing that I have long gone earlier than you, that I am with you, and that nothing hidden can continue to be hidden once I decide to bring it to light. Your victory is comfy. Your destiny is blanketed, and your path is set before you. Stroll in it with boldness, my loved infant, for I am with you always. God says, my toddler, listen intently, for this message is attaining you at the appointed time. You have walked in in kindness, in love, believing in the sincerity of those around you. However, there may be person who has worn a mask, one who has whispered in the dark, one that has smiled to your presence, but harbored mystery intentions. This person believed they succeeded in fooling you. They concept they had protected their tracks, hid their reasons, and kept their real self hidden out of your sight. However, my child, nothing is hidden from me. I see the heart, I know the thoughts, and I have witnessed each pass made in deception. You felt something changed into now not right. You sensed the shift in electricity, the words that did not match movements, the inconsistencies that made no feel. But because of your pure heart, you gave them the gain of the doubt. You believed of their phrases, of their gestures, within the picture they supplied. You carried no ill will, only wish that their intentions had been top. But I inform you currently, my toddler, this became not a mistake. This was no longer an oversight. This was a test. A test. This is now coming to its of completion. The reality is unfolding. The moment of revelation is handy. What turned into whispered in the back of closed doors is ready to be spoken inside the open. What turned into hidden in secrecy is being brought into the mild. This person has walked a route of deception, but they did not understand that my hand became upon you. They did no longer know that I used to be watching over you, that I was blocking off their plans, that I was dismantling their intentions before they could come to skip. They thought that they had control, but they had been ignorant of the divine safety that has surrounded you all alongside. My infant, do no longer permit your heart be anxious. This exposure is not to damage you, however to loose you. You will no longer deliver the weight of fake connections. You will no longer question who is virtually for you and who has been moving in opposition to you in mystery. I am displaying you what you want to see, so you may also stroll forward in clarity, in truth, and in power. Relaxation confident, not anything will cross incorrect with you. What they intended for damage, I am turning on you properly. What the idea they may take from you, I'm restoring tenfold. The frustration you as soon as felt will become joy. The loss you believed turned into everlasting may be nothing compared to the advantages I am approximately to release for your existence. This is not a season of depression. My toddler, this is a season of awakening. You are secure in my palms. No plan formed against you'll succeed. No lie spoken in opposition to you may stand. No entice set for you will capture you, for I'm your protector. You do now not want to are looking for revenge. You do now not want to have interaction in struggle. You do not need to show this person yourself. I'm handling it. I am revealing the reality. I'm making sure that justice is served in a way that simplest I will. Consider in me, my infant. Do not allow worry to go into your spirit. Do now not be concerned by using the actions of others. You are taking walks under divine steerage, and nothing that is supposed for you will be lost. Every tear you have shed, every moment of confusion, every time you wondered why this was going on, I've counted it all. I have seen your faith, and I am profitable you. This individual did now not be successful, my baby. Although they concept that they had won, they have been by no means simply ahead. Their own movements are main them to an area of reckoning. And you're getting into a new bankruptcy. One where handiest those with pure hearts can go along with you. That is a time of launch, a time of breakthrough, a time of revelation. Do no longer mourn what you are about to lose. Rejoice in what you're approximately to advantage. For I am replacing what turned into fake with what's true. I am eliminating what turned into draining you and replacing it with what's going to uplift you. I am cutting ties that must never have been fashioned and bringing in connections a good way to bless you past degree. My toddler, you need to hold to agree within me. Hold your heart open, however guarded in information. Pray for readability, and I can display you the course. Searching for me, and I'm able to guide your every step. Recognize that I'm with you, now and forevermore, and no plan, no scheme, no deception will ever be triumphant against me. The time has come. Watch as the whole lot unfolds. What changed into hidden is about to be revealed. The truth is right here, and my mild is shining upon you. Stroll forward with self-belief, knowing that my divine hand is upon your life, defensive, guiding, and main you into more benefits than you've got ever imagined.